Hello guys, I'm Ben.
And I'm Tommy.
And we've been talking games.
No, we're not.
We used to be been talking games.
We're now talking board games.
In case you missed it, our name has changed.
We're working on it still. It's we're still getting used to it, but
yes.
Hope you guys like it. Today we're going to be talking about a little-known game. Something that is pretty indie. Nobody's really heard of it.
No, yeah, it's kind of the hidden gem.
Not this game.
No,
but
not.
No, it is this game.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
that's
right. Yeah.
Gloomhaven.
Pretty good game. I don't know if we should really talk about how to play this.
The rules are actually really simple.
Okay.
There's not a lot of rules to it.
You've got 27 seconds. Go.
Ready. You have a hand of cards. This
I'm not
entire
actually
hand.
timing
Oh,
you.
okay. This entire hand is essentially your stamina for the scenario. You play scenarios.
And the hand that you get is a deck.
It's
You
a
get to make
deck.
your hand. You get to build your hand, kind of.
Yeah, as you level up, the options become greater. But you get to build this hand, and it varies by character. But on your turn, you're going to be playing simultaneously a card giving you initiative,
Right.
which will determine the order in the battle.
Who goes first? Lower goes first. Higher will go last.
And then you'll be pairing two cards together with top half abilities and bottom half abilities.
And you always have to do one top and one bottom.
Yes. But what you choose to do can change in the moment that you have to play the cards. So it gives you a little flexibility there.
Based on like other players
That
and
may have
the
happened
monsters and stuff like that.
as things have resolved between your turns. But that's pretty much it. Those are going to allow you to move and attack.
And it's basically a dungeon crawl.
You're moving and attacking.
The combat is based off of the cards that you play, so there's no dice rolling or anything.
Nope.
You're trying to do damage based on the cards that you're playing, but then you do have the damage deck, which can
Like
influence
a
it
modifier.
up, down, not at all, or completely make you miss.
Yep.
So it's a pretty cool mechanic. The hand management in this game is pretty good, I would say.
It's because it's your stamina. As your cards deplete, you're losing cards based on how you rest.
Well, and there's some
supers that just
that you have to get rid of
the cards
as you play them,
Yeah.
which is unique because usually I haven't seen it at least where you have it's always either it's the bottom or the top that you get rid of. You don't just it's not either or.
A card is not a complete burn. Yeah.
Right, exactly, and you always have the attack and the move that you can do. So it's a really tough decision.
Yes,
in
it is.
like, oh man, we could really use this right now. And it's not like it's a cooperative. It is. And I've heard that this is a semi-co-op, and I think that this is more co-op than a lot of people think going into this.
There's not like an individual winner. You win or you lose together.
Right, and even if you die, you can still win.
Yeah, as long as the team wins, you get the win.
Right, exactly.
But you're racing to gain experience, you're racing to collect money.
Yeah.
And that's where the competition comes
Race,
in.
I don't know if race is necessarily... Because you still want to optimize your turns.
You do. But if you can take that turn before your fellow teammate and grab all the money around before they do...
Yeah.
Hey, more
your
power
teammates
to
get
you.
mad and you get tons
you're
of
that
money.
much richer, yeah.
Exactly.
So it does have that kind of I'm out for me type feel, but it's all in an effort to win as a team.
I really didn't want to like this game.
I know you didn't.
I really did not because it has that legacy feel. Now, since playing this game, we've played a few other games that aren't the same, but games that I think I would now want to play over that anyway. This is far from my favorite game of all time, if that's what that sounded like. I really enjoy this game, though, and the desire to want to better my hero and get the cool stickers to put on it. Like, it's so... It's got such a good progression system that I haven't seen in any other games. That being said, I haven't played many other Legacy games.
No.
Any other Legacy games.
Well, for me, not just that, but like the world. Like, I want to explore the world of Gloomhaven. Almost as much as I want to develop my character, like, all these new monster types, like, I want to explore what this world has in store.
I think that part comes secondary for me.
Yeah?
Just because I like the development of myself. Like, when I play Diablo, for example, I like
So, wait, do you play Diablo?
I have never heard of that game before.
He's never heard of Diablo.
Yeah. I enjoy progressing my character through this world. And I don't mind exploring. Exploring is cool, but like I said, it kind of comes secondary to me. And in this game particularly, it doesn't really feel like I'm exploring. Really.
It doesn't give you it's not
Like I'm not like, hey, let's walk over here. Oh, hey, look at that cool thing since we're over here.
No.
Like stuff like that can happen with those route cards.
Yeah, but those are.
But they're cool.
They're nice addition, but I don't.
We did one that he hated.
If they weren't in the game, I wouldn't care.
Only because you hated one. We decided to do this thing, and I'm not going to say what we decided to do, but we decided to do this thing. 2 out of the 3 of us, Ben being the odd man out, where it sounded like it was a good thing. Like, hey, let's do this.
Yeah, it was the obvious answer.
We all got a benefit from it, but then one person had to take a penalty. And it was a pretty bad penalty.
Yes, it was. For the entire scenario.
But we gave it to him because he was the odd man out.
Yeah, because I was outvoted once again. It's like, hey guys,
no,
we shouldn't
Peter
do that.
is always the one to get outvoted.
No,
yes, he is. What?
Rarely.
No way. Peter's always outvoted. You and I are always like, no, we need to do the honorable thing. Peter's like, no.
Anyways, like the road events are cool, but what Isaac Childress has done here is incredible. Like, he has created...
He has made the biggest box ever.
It is the biggest box ever.
That is incredible. No, but seriously.
But, like, the world that he's created, the lengths and effort that he's gone into to create this special world of Gloomhaven that you get to experience a piece at a time, like, unlocking new characters. Like, there's races that we don't know exist.
Yeah.
Because we haven't unlocked their characters. There's 41 monster types. We fought in maybe...
like 5, 6?
6, 7? Like,
If
I
that.
just can't wait to go to the next scenario and round the corner and be like, what? We have to fight that? Like, are you kidding me? What is it? We don't even know what it is.
Well, it's really cool that he's managed to create such a world without using elves and dwarves.
And
at
orcs
least in the realm that we are in so far in the game. I mean, things might happen.
No, but yeah, the
later
races
on.
are unique. You have a
and
rat.
to an extent, yes. But he's more or less made it so that it's... You can definitely see that there is a fantasy influence in the game.
But this is by no means Lord of the Rings, the legacy game.
No, it's definitely not World of Warcraft or anything like that. Like, each race, while you could probably draw ties to something, is definitely unique in its own right. For sure.
There's no spoilers here, but you have, like, a mind-controlling rat. You have, like, this giant horned... I don't know what you call yourself.
It's an Enix.
Or like this little like goblin-y tinkerer.
Yeah, like it's so...
Like they're very unique classes.
And each deck of cards is unique to its race and has abilities that work with it. Like one of them can summon like different hordes of animals or whatever, and another one can attack like a bunch of people and do a ton of damage in close range, where another one can attack at a far range. Like, it's so unique with each character, and I can't say how unique this game...
Well, the thing is
everything in the game is.
We find each character unique right now. We have seen... Well, I've seen more. But 3 of the... What is there? 17 classes? Like...
That's insane.
17 unique classes. We've seen 3 of them. I no longer want to
play this game.
Just...
It's too much.
But that might just be the one negative that we have about this game. Is it too much?
And this is something that you especially are starting to run into as we lose more and more scenarios.
Well, we've lost one twice.
Yes. But as we lose it continuously,
it
gets more and more frustrating because you want to progress throughout the story, but in the case of some people, you might want to... You know, we don't get to do this until we finish it. Or we can't move on until we finish it. Yeah. Especially if you're, like, in a scenario that then branches off to another scenario deeper in the tunnel. It's like, we can't go back.
Yeah.
We're already here. We can't just, like, okay, we did none of that.
Well, even that, like, it's daunting to think 100-plus hours of gameplay ahead of us.
I don't think we'll finish this game. I don't think we'll...
And that's what's tearing me up inside, is, like,
It's frustrating.
Just with our lifestyle of gaming, I don't think we'll finish playing the story.
We both work full-time jobs. We have to accommodate. We have to try to get 3 of us on the same schedule, and we each have families and full-time jobs.
Well, and we're board game aficionados. Look, we have so many games. We want to play new games.
Yeah, why
don't
is
wanna be
this
tied
the
down.
one game that I want to play?
Yeah.
So-
So it makes it hard to commit to knowing that 100 plus hours of gameplay. There's 90 some odd scenarios, but to finish, you're playing 40 to 50.
You get
of
your
them.
money's worth.
Oh, you do. Yeah.
You'll if you play this game all the way, you've got your money's worth.
No.
But
Well,
to be able to get to that point,
it's a commitment.
it's a commitment, and I don't think it's a commitment that I want to do. It's more of like a, hey, let's whip out that game that we haven't played in a
Yeah.
while, and maybe whip out 2 or 3 scenarios. But it's not something that I
Then
want
you
to get
You
together.
lose that though. You lose that I'm there. I'm in this world. You know, I want to get back. Like, if you're just playing it for the scenario and not for the experience, you lose something.
I know.
So
It's a great game.
No,
it is
is
a great game, and I think you need to be very cautious going into this because it is an expensive game. It is a game that takes up a lot of space. This box is huge. One-handed. It's empty. This box.
Good one.
I mean,
it's 22 pounds delivered.
yeah, it's huge.
22
it's huge.
pounds.
Here's a typical Euro size box. That's massive,
Yeah.
and it's about the same size as the box itself.
And
But
setup's a beast. You're finding tiles. There's probably 50 tiles on the board.
and you have to look
And
through all
you're
of the
sorting
monsters,
through
and
all the monsters. You gotta find a way to sort.
you have to decide based on the scenario
Well, there's
that you know
activation
nothing
decks
about.
for each monster.
Yeah.
There's the monster sheets. There's the monster tokens.
So
So
if you think you're going to like this game, you're going to like this game. And if this is something that you can dedicate enough time to, if you don't have that many games that you're wanting to play right now, go out and get this, drop the cash, you'll be glad you did. Otherwise, if this is something that you don't think you'll get
No.
the time to do,
if you don't have a dedicated group, like if,
Yeah.
if you're not gaming with the same people, it's going to be frustrating trying to get people together.
you can do it solo though.
You control 2 characters, which may or may not be
I
for
wouldn't
people.
wanna
Some
do that.
people like that. So if you know who you are if that's the case. But
It's you. Not you. You. So,
anyways,
that's Gloomhaven.
Gloomhaven.
Yeah, it's a good game. Really good game. Definitely 2 thumbs up from me. Just not something that I think I'm going to want to play
I
every
do,
single
but
time.
I don't know how I will.
Yeah. Gloomhaven. Check it out. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
See you next time.